I'll say this. For a company to be called Quality Control, I don't think they did any of that on this album. What's up, everyone? This is Tatum. I'm back with another episode of Fuck This Review, where tonight I'm going to be reviewing the new Lil Baby album, It's Only Me.
Yeah, made it out the treasure, this type of life I can't get used to.
I feel like, what was the last Lil Baby album? Like 3 years ago? Hold on, let me see. My turn was 2020. Yeah. I don't know why I even thought of that. I just watched the doc. Anyway, it's been 2 years since the last Lil Baby album. And since then, he's become one of, if not the biggest rapper in the game right now. And I feel like this album is supposed to be like his I wouldn't say magnum opus, but it's supposed to be the one that pushes him over to the next level. And even with that, the first week sales, I think he's over 200K, which is like puts him up there in top 5 highest selling hip hop albums of the year so far. So that's great. As far as the album though, first thoughts, I'll say this. For a company to be called Quality Control, I don't think they did any of that on this album. I feel like was it 23 songs? Yeah, 23 songs, non-cohesive. I feel like I have positive too, so stick around. Before you think I'm about to shit on and you give me thumbs down, I do have positive things to say about the album, but I have to be honest and just get this off as well. None of the songs really mesh together. It's a lot of, and this is gonna sound crazy with the next line, a lot of the songs have the same vibe and feel to them. Even in production, it's a lot of the same tempo, although he did step out of his comfort zone with a couple records on here, I think, and I'll get to that as well. But I feel like this album is like 23 songs of the same song. Like, once I got to track 10, I'm gonna just say this right now. Y'all could downgrade me all you want, but I'm gonna be honest, and I just got to be honest with this channel. By the time I got to track 10, which was in a minute, I was like, yo, I can't. Like, when I looked down and had to listen to 12 more songs, I was like, all right, this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. So much, because the first time I heard it, obviously I live on the West Coast, so I hear it when the albums drop, it's like 9 p.m., right? So I listened to a couple songs. I didn't want to do a live reaction because the album is just too fucking long, and I'm tired of doing fucking live reactions to these long ass albums. To be truly honest with you, it's fucking tiring. And I like this type of medium better. So I listened to a couple songs that night, and then the next morning I listened to it again at the gym. I was like, it's Lil Baby, let me put on the gym, just get that spirit. And I did, like, for the most part, feel like when Real Spill came on, I was like, okay, he flowing. Like, because the thing about Lil Baby, and the thing I love about Lil Baby, is that he can actually rap. He's like one of the people that, like, you don't think is supposed to be a rapper, but actually he's a good rapper. Like, the stories of Young Thug saying, like, he would pay him to stop selling drugs and just get in the studio and just do it. Like, he has a gift. He really is a gift. He really has a gift. And the raps are not the problem with me. I love fucking, he's on here giving game, and I don't even know how young or old Lil Baby is. I'm pretty sure he's still in his 20s, but he's the leader of his crew for a portion of the generation. He has a following, and he has a following in and out of his circle. You know what I mean? So I love to hear him talk about bossing up and, leaving certain street shit alone, and trying to get certain people in his life to do other things. And it's a line, I forget what song it was, but he talked about like, he thought he could still, I guess, like, control that street situation from being at this top, like, rapper in the game and out of it, and, like, he thought he could fix it, you know what I mean? But a lot of the streets is streets, you know what I mean? Like, the streets are unfixable. The streets are the streets because they're the streets. But I do appreciate, like, him touching on the story and just a young man actually striving for more and talking about investments, and that in itself is dope, right? Now, this is the bullshit, but I think some of that comes also with so much. I would love to hear this album if there wasn't 1,000 RICO cases going on in Atlanta, which is another reason why I think they could have condensed this album. This joint could have been like 12, 13 songs. Some of the ones I like that stood out to me, I like Real Spill. Nardo Wick on Pop Out was dope. That beat switch was crazy. Like that beat switch, like to be truthfully honest, before the beat switch, I was like, all right. But then the beat switch came and like that shit just went to a whole nother level for me. So yeah, that was a easy standout. Like easy standout. Hey, man, this is shit that I don't get. Well, I get it, but this is shit I don't like. The Hey record, I don't like to see Lil Baby like trying to make a moment. Like I hate when these artists like push a moment on the culture instead of just letting it happen. So when I see videos of him doing Hey, and I seen the videos of him like trying to make it viral before I actually heard the actual song. So when I heard the song, I was like, nah, this ain't it. And the verses are cool, but that hook is horrible. Like it's just a bad hook. It's horrible. I watched the video today as well, and I was like, this is a nice looking video, but this hook is bad. And the video like kind of sums up what I thought of the album. Just like I don't even know what this got to do with anything. Like it just feels like disjointed. California Breeze was dope. It was good to hear Young Thug. It's something they bleeped out on there too. I'm not sure if they did that because, you know, the charges, the RICO charges, but it was just good to hear Young Thug Friday on Forever. And I noticed that voice immediately from the God Did Khaled record, but I feel like that record sounded here's the beat and the hook, just do verses kind of thing. And I hate when I hear that in a song because it doesn't even, his verses don't even lead into that hook well. It sounds abrupt in a way. In a minute you can keep Waterfall Flow. From now on with Future was cool. After that though, like the album just becomes like a hassle to get through. From fucking 14 to 23, it's just a hassle to get through. That Stop Playing with Jeremiah, like why is that on the album? Like I don't we don't need all these songs on the album. But like, what the fuck do I know? I'm doing a YouTube channel. I just reviewed music. You know what I mean? Why do we need 23 songs on an album? You have to know that this is not gonna end well as far as just like it takes the art out of it for me. Like it feels like it's streaming chased and it's like, and it works. Lil Baby's album, like I said, first week over 200K is successful. I don't even know what song is going to be the one so far. Like, it was nothing I heard on here. I was like, damn, that's a one. You know what I mean? The Nardo Wick one, I'll take that back. And the girl songs, I have a love-hate relationship with the Lil Baby or any rapper's girl songs because it's like, it's great you're stepping out of your pocket to be more vulnerable and show your loving side and show that you care for someone, because other than that, it's just like, you know. But they never just done well. They're like, I don't know. They just never feel right. Let me get into my favorite songs. Pop Out, Never Hating, and Not Finished. Those are my favorite ones. Like, he went the fuck off on Not Finished. And that beat, that's the Lil Baby, like, that beat on Not Finished is like the Lil Baby sound. Like, whenever he gets on a beat like that, he just goes. And that's the Lil Baby I appreciate. That's the Lil Baby I'm like, that underground, like, because he's still kind of underground, right? Like, even though he's this mainstream artist, like his content is like streets, and so that to me that's kind of like underground to me. And it's like the shit that he's talking about is like, I'll save it. Worst song, Stop Playing. I don't know. Again, I don't know why that song was on there. Best line, I like the opening line. This is one of them. He says, just the opening line is just show the shit that he's on. But he says, know my grandmother happy, finally got my shit together. Told my bro we'll take the time and we just stick together. Every time bro catch a bid, we do that shit together. And for anyone who got their people locked up, you know how that feels. That has anyone locked up in the system, you already know how that feels. He said, these little niggas should honor me. I'm way up on them, honestly. 4 buildings in the last month. I'm boosting up my economy. 4 million that was this week. Which one of y'all want to come for me? So like, the nigga he can spit, and the stuff he's saying is like some big boy type shit. Like, this ain't no, like, he telling you like, I'm boosting my economy, nigga. 4 buildings in the last month. He talking that shit. Like, he really talking that shit. So I just really wish the album was so long. But let's wrap this up though. When it comes to Lil Baby, It's Only Me, I feel like I love his rapping on here. I can't stress that enough. I feel like obviously too many songs. I feel like I don't understand that aspect of it. Like, I think that loses integrity of the album. I feel like for the most part the album sounds a little bit disjointed. Like, it's just a bunch of songs, like they couldn't figure out like what do we want to do, what do we want the sound to be. And I wish more artists took more time to figure that out, instead of having like, yo, I recorded 300 songs, I gotta get it down to 23. Like, that's nuts to me. Like, that shouldn't be the mentality going into the album. The album should be like, especially one like this one, is this is supposed to be his one. Like, this is the one where it kind of like solidifies him in a way. And not to take anything away from the stuff that he's done already, because in a sense he is solidified. But you know how we seen rappers come and go all the time that, had that spot. So the next one, they just got to really hone in on what they want to do. Like, just clean hone in. We probably won't get that for another 2 years. So yeah, and he just got to become a better songwriter. Like, one of the things that bothers me with Little Baby is that most of the time I don't know where his hook is until he says it again. And that thing is like something of the newer generation. That's that Drake shit. But Drake is Drake. He's the king of it. But it's like he can make that piece in the verse be the hook. And since Drake, everybody kind of copies that in more ways than one. So let me know in the comments what you thought of the new Little Baby album. What's some of your favorite songs? I know it's still early, but like, I hate when people be like, you gotta give this album more time. No, like, we know what this one is. Like, come on. So let me know some of your favorite songs in the comments. Don't forget that like button. Hit that subscribe button. I know they're gonna hit the dislike button as well, so that's why I try to get that disclaimer at the beginning. But as always, fuck this review. I'm Tatum. Peace. And look at my vinyl collection. I'm gonna get it stacked up. It's gonna keep stacking and stacking. Like, I should have started with one vinyl in each episode. Just add another vinyl to it. That would have been dope. Peace.